This is not something I normally do. Today I'm going to re-record something. I felt like when I made these drawers here that I didn't do a really good job explaining exactly how I did it. So I want to re-record this. You can see I've already built these 3. I'm going to build 5 more. 3 for the next cabinet and 2 for the last cabinet.
My next project.
Now I'm simply just wanting to square up the sides and make sure that this is flat and straight. So I'm going to run this through here. Next we're going to cut down our boards into the final dimensions for the side rails that will run on the drawer glides. And that is going to be 2 3/8 inches wide. So we'll go ahead and make those cuts now. Okay, this next part gets a little tricky. What we needed to do is find pretty close to the center of this, and we're going to run our board down through here to cut our first groove in these boards. So what I've done to help me keep these straight, I put an X on one side of the board, that side will go against the rail. Now for this final cut, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure our X is up. We're going to put the open cut to the left of the blade. So I'll go through there just like this. And it should cut right up to this point and cut this little piece out. So now our piece looks just like this. We've got our rails, so what will happen when we build our drawers, this will flip over and this will be on the outside. So we'll have one of these on each side. This piece we cut out will go against the shelf, against the cabinet. This will sit down on top of it and it will slide just like this. Next, we're going to cut the front and the back of the drawers. This is going to be at about 2 5/8 inches wide, and this is for the fronts. The backs will be a little bit narrower than that because I want the fronts to be a little bit thicker and cover up the bottom. Next, we will cut these boards in half so we can have the front and back out of one of these boards. Now we're going to come back and cut the backs down to the final dimensions. The drawers will be held together with pocket holes and glue. And then we'll attach the bottom with brad nails and glue also. You guys can see this slot here. Well, you saw me cut these notches earlier. That's so that the drawer will slide all the way back and this won't be in the way. The front isn't cut that way. That's because the front is going to be used as a stop to keep the drawer from going too far back. So now I'm going to glue these 4 joints and attach it with some pocket hole screws to hold it. After all that's done, then this bottom gets put in right here. It goes down just like this. We'll glue and glue and nail, brad nail. And then we'll go back and put, not this, but there'll be a piece of trim that goes inside the box against the front that'll go against the front and the bottom to help straighten it up in the bottom. Now we got everything out of the clamps, we're going to go ahead and glue this down and nail it with some brads. So what we have going on here is we're going to put our runner in with this spacer, attach the front screw, level it, and then put the back one in and make sure everything's level. That's pretty close right there. That brad nail will hold it in place. You can check it again, and now we can go ahead and drive it home. And test fit our drawer. So it fits in there nicely, good. That is going to be some nice spacing. I really like the distance in here. Still plenty of room to get my fingers in there. We're going to go ahead and go with this, put the screws in it. These slide really well now. I got the paste wax, the Johnson paste wax on the runners and the sides, and man, these things slide. I can't believe how smooth they slide. I got them in all 3 doors. I will come back later, put a shelf across the top of them, and we'll have some shelves in the back to put stuff on. But for now, all these drawers are done. They're in here, and now they're ready to be used.
If you have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below and I'll try to answer them. But I think that these are some cheap drawers that would be very effective in a shop if you need some drawers like this. Now you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and also I have a Facebook page that I very rarely use. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and as always, y'all will see me next time.